Desert Smoke Reviews. I'm Wyatt.
Monty.
Justin.
Tonight we're smoking the Torano Captiva. I don't know what size this is, but it's been...
You know, I'm going to shoot from the hip and say it's probably a Churchill size.
Well, let's shoot from the hip then and call it a Churchill. It's a nice looking cigar. Just saw these over at a tobacco shop over in El Paso and thought I'd give them a shot. Big Torano fan. I've said that before. I've never had a bad Torano cigar, and so hopefully this keeps up that impression. But this is an Ecuadorian wrapper, Nicaraguan filler. I don't know. It's a cigar. Let's see. In terms of aromas,
Sometimes I think why you'd screw up a wet dream.
Libyan wrap.
I really don't get much off the wrapper. I mean, just kind of some basic tobacco smells and underfoot. Really not much there for me either. Maybe a little bit of chocolate or coffee, but for the most part, just kind of your basic tobacco smells. Nothing really sticking out at me. Honey?
Yeah, it's a really nice cigar. It's medium brown, has some nice veins to it. You know, but nothing too much, too extreme. I can see a couple of seams, but they're really flat, and so it looks good. It has a little bit of lumpiness to it, but nothing soft at all about it. It's nice and firm, but not too hard. Off the wrapper, I just get a really nice real mild sweetness, just enough to notice it. And then to me, off the foot, I get like grass, hay, and maybe a slight twinge of earthiness with it. Lots of grass, lots of that hay, So we'll see. I mean, it's a Torano. I pretty much at least halfway like everything that Torano does, so it's probably be pretty good.
Yeah, it looks real nice. Seams are done well. It's medium brown wrapper. It is an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan filler. I know why did a stellar job at describing the cigar. But anyway, off the wrapper, I do also get a slight sweetness, a little bit of earth. And off the foot, I agree, a lot of hay, but I get like a spice twinge, something like a pepper or something in the smell. Very nice. Wyatt, shut your dog up. But overall, looks really nice. Okay, let's line it up and see how it goes.
Shump. Justin, you do it better than I
We're really professional over here at Desert Smoke Reviews.
Yeah, it's been a stellar introduction here.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear this once it's online. Hear the sound.
I just can't imagine it going any smoother than it has.
We had the police siren in the background.
Yeah, the police siren was great.
Yeah.
The dog next door howling, and then Shumpert, the mascot here, just screeching the whole time.
Shit over that ball.
Losing their damn mind over a tennis ball that's older than I am.
We're nothing if we ain't professional.
We're damn straight.
I'm getting guacamole curious.
We are a classy bunch.
A little bit of a tight draw for me.
Yeah.
Boy, it's just all cedar in that first puff for me.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, a lot of wood, a lot of cedar. Relatively smooth through the retrohale. No pepper, spice, that little twang aspect, nothing. No flavors. Overwhelming cedar.
Yeah, I've been out of town and I've been sick, so I haven't really... What's that?
Jesus Christ.
I
I
guess...
said we ain't nothing if we ain't professional.
Yeah, this first cigar I've smoked in a while, and those flavors really jump out at me, so that's always nice. But yeah, it's just all cedar. Justin's right, nothing peppery or...
Kind of mild. I expected a little bit more hit in the body. But
I get the slightest little bit of pepper on the tip of my tongue on the finish.
What is that?
that would be you texting us.
You dipshit, we're on camera and you're texting
I'm
us.
not texting. Where's
It's
my
just-
phone? What does it say?
From Wyatt. Justin, I'm here, hold your fire.
I sent that like 20 minutes ago.
What does that mean, hold your fire? I
Don't
always
shoot
think
him.
someone is shooting because he comes in my backyard and just like sees how long it takes till I notice he's here.
Yeah, yeah.
I.e. stalking.
Yeah,
It's called stalking.
Breaking and entering.
Technically, you can shoot.
All right, let's end this introduction here.
This may be the worst intro we've ever done.
Yeah.
Can I get a ta-da?
It's
But-
good so far.
Overall, yeah, it's a good smoke. It's not really full bodied. It's kind of mild, but a lot of cedar. But overall, very nice.
Agreed.
Well, let's get into the first third. Approach the 10-minute mark. Hopefully, we'll go a little smoother, and we'll see how the cigar goes. Well, welcome back. We're about a little over 10 minutes into this Captiva, and for me, I'm not impressed. It's kind of mild, a little unrefined, and mostly all I'm getting is a solid cedar flavor. Not really much else to say. Performing good. The draws open up a little bit, but as all in all, I'm not overwhelmed or impressed.
I agree. I call it a harshness. Justin calls it unrefined. It just has a kind of a, I know this is going to sound ridiculous, just kind of a burnt taste in your mouth. It's not real pleasing. I don't know, like a dirty hotel room with a carpet caught on fire, something like that.
Or dirty dry cleaning.
Yeah,
Clean.
Yeah. But
Be a wet dog.
like dry cleaning if the fluid was already used a few times. But and I touched up the burn once, and it was okay. The ash fell on me, of course, but it's probably my fault as much as anything. But I'm gonna keep smoking it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you can definitely not taste the grapes. It's a good cigar. I don't think it's that bad. It's definitely got that cedar, but we're smoking this at the end of the day, and I think at the end of the day we want something a little bit darker, something a little bit, more powerful, and this just isn't really hitting that mark. Probably be good at least so far for like a midday, maybe even morning type of smoke, but hopefully something kind of changes and makes it a little more dynamic as we get to the halfway.
And if I may add, if you've ever had a cheeseburger that's been burnt to the taste, color, and consistency of a NHL hockey puck, that tastes a lot like this.
Well, let's get into the halfway point. So our second, third, approach the halfway point. See if we get.
Well, we're about halfway. Really, no changes for me. It's kind of disappointing. Like I said earlier, I've never had a Torano that I didn't like, and I don't not like this cigar, but it's just not hitting the stride for me. Like I said earlier, end of the day, I guess I was expecting something different, but to me, it's still a pretty solid cigar. I mean, construction isn't great. The ash is really kind of gray and clumpy, and it doesn't burn very well. But the flavor is pretty good. I mean, it's just that solid cedar, and it's one of those cigars that I think could go well with just about anything that you might be drinking or eating. It's really not bad, but it hasn't changed at all, so it's not a complex cigar. I'm still kind of figuring out my verdict. Monty?
It's gotten a little better. We're more or less halfway through. I got through about 2 inches of that really super harshness, and now it's just like the guys were saying. It's just all cedar. It's like you got a little cedar stave that's on fire in your mouth on the other end. It's not bad. It's a little better. The ash is pretty firm. The burn is fair. I've touched it up once or twice, but it's what I call a fair experience. It's not horrible, not great.
Yeah, I agree. It's okay. Burn was okay up until just a few minutes ago. I had to do a touch up, and it's found like a soft spot or a hollow point, so it's just piping right down this side here. So I'm expecting it to get worse because it is just dipping really bad right there. The burn is. Flavor, yeah, just a lot of cedar. It has smoothed out a little bit. I don't get that unrefined or harshness that Monty mentioned. Still very mild to medium at best. I am not impressed with this cigar. I won't go as far as say I don't like it. I'm just not impressed.
It's a good way to say it.
So let's get into the final third. See if we get any changes. Welcome back. We're at the final third of this Captiva, and I will admit it has gotten a lot better. It's a lot more smooth. That doesn't even sound right, but it's a much smoother smoke. Still just straight cedar for me. Never had any changes in flavor. Never got any spice, never got any sweetness, just straight cedar. The first half had a little unrefined taste to it, but Second half, very smooth. That little U I was telling you about, I guess it burned through it. It's almost burning straight now, pretty good. Ash always held on. The draw opened up about halfway as well, so it performed really well, all in all. But just an unimpressive smoke for me. We've been wanting our local shop to get these, and he got one in a sampler, and we were real excited about it. And Wyatt picked these up in El Paso, and I had a lot of high hopes for it, and it just didn't live up to it. It may be my fault. I was expecting more, and it just didn't live up to it. But overall, unimpressed. Maybe a morning or afternoon smoke. If I was going to rate it, I'd give it a 6. It's good, just not great.
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty decent, but it's not great. I did go through that probably 2 inches of just really, really harsh smoke. But it has calmed down and gotten a lot smoother. I know after the first couple of inches, my burn has gotten a lot better. I haven't touched it up at all since then. The ash has been pretty good. It's been pretty firm. You know, it flakes off in big chunks. Still, it's just tons of cedar, like Justin was saying. Now that I'm getting towards the end, I'm getting a little bit of cinnamon on the finish. Could just be me, I don't know. But it's just, again, it's a decent cigar. It's not a great cigar. I want it to be better because, you know, I like the idea of Torano cigars always being good, whether they are or they aren't. I think I'm gonna have to go with Justin. It's just a 6 for me.
Yeah, it's one of those cigars that I think if you just finished lunch and you're having a cup of coffee, I think it'd be great, you know, for that, like on a Saturday or Sunday or something like that. But yeah, I think Justin put it well, unimpressive. I mean, it's just, you know, it's all right. It's pretty much one note the whole way through. I guess there's a little bit of that cinnamon, but I'm at that last inch or so, and it's getting kind of hot. And, you know, I paid like $9 for these, and yeah. I paid like $9 for these. I'm not really seeing that. The construction was kind of shoddy, and the flavors just didn't really live up. So I don't know. If you run across these, I definitely try to make it a lunchtime type of cigar, not your end of the day cigar. But it's all right. Something that, you know, I'd smoke again, but definitely around that time of day. So I would go a little bit higher though. I'd give it a 7.
You paid $9 for these? Really, I would say I wouldn't touch it myself at $9 a stick. I think Torano makes some cigars that are the Casa Torano. That one is normally runs, I think I've seen them in shops around $8. For $1 less, you're getting a much better stick, in my opinion.
Actually,
I wouldn't touch them, but that's just me. But in conclusion, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. But until next time, smoke them if you got them.